probably seen the first video now about raising awareness for soldiers with PTSD, doing the 22 push-ups, and there was a brief introduction to the channel's new direction. I am sorry, again, massively, that I have not released the video, but as previously mentioned, I've been struggling with anxiety and depression and what has been like a panic disorder, like every single day, headaches, feeling like I've got impending death. I've always been a confident and go-lucky guy, but instead I found myself immersed in a world of fear, just every single day, just afraid. The minute I wake up, the headaches come within 30 minutes, fear of going to the shower in case I die, fear of driving my car, fear of doing all the things I used to love, like dancing and everything else. I know that was terrible, but then again I haven't done it in a while. I took some, what was it called again? Sertraline last night, as prescribed by my GP, as you can see. Please forgive the camera quality, this is a terrible camera. But yes, I took the sertraline last night, around about 4 p.m. Couldn't sleep. My mind cleared, the pain went. I mean, it's not supposed to work that fast, but I guess everybody's got a different chemical makeup, haven't they? But no, so the medicine in the end just gave me insomnia. I couldn't sleep. I got a couple of hours maybe between like 7 and something, and then I woke up again, and then I eventually got a little bit more sleep. But I spent all those hours shaking and quivering, hot sweats, vivid dreams. It felt like I'd been on a massive session over the weekend with the boys, but without all the fun that happens whilst you're having that session. I'm still a bit nervous and anxious and fidgety, and obviously io sono italiano, e parlo come man. I speak with my hands a lot, and you can probably tell I'm a little bit uncomfortable in this situation at the moment. Please excuse the fact that I'm topless as well. That is solely because I want you to see that you lose weight when you're anxious and depressed, etc. And secondly, because whilst I'm anxious, I perspirate an awful lot. So I can't really, and I'm off to see my kids at the moment as well. So, you know, I've got them overnight and stuff, so I'm off to pick them up, etc. Blah, 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 blah. So I kind of just want to stay a little bit fresh for them, considering I just had a shower and done 22 press-ups not too long ago. So anyway, the channel's direction is, as we say, about anxiety, depression, and we're just trying to raise awareness for it. You don't want people like me and you fucking struggling every day through life with it, thinking they're alone. You're not alone, okay? I mean, to look at maybe me, most people would think, you know, this guy's talking, he's on TV, fucking TV, YouTube. He's fucking, you know, he's got a channel up and he's waving his arms about and he's looking like a tit. This guy's not fucking got a problem. Of course I have a fucking problem. When I go, you know, when I'm alone, like I am now, and I go sit on the couch with a headache and I think I'm gonna die whilst I'm sat on the couch because I don't fucking know what's gonna happen anymore. Because I've spent too long fucking hiding behind the mask of a silver-tongued, womanizing cunt, when instead really all I've been is a clown who's run away from his own feelings and emotions and been floating in space, forgot my way back down. I forgot how to put my feet back on the ground. You know, it's difficult, the mind, because it's not physical. You can't physically look at it and go, that's what's wrong, we need to stitch here, and we need to do this, and we need to do that. It's worse than a labyrinth. There is no labyrinth that any man in his mind could make that is worse than his own mind himself. You know, you run away from your problems, and what do you achieve? What do you achieve? You have maybe several months of fun with your friends. You know, you might do some of the most amazing and spontaneous things you could ever think, but you could do those but be sound of mind. So what if your girlfriend just left you? So what if you just lost your house? So what if somebody's trying to put you down always? You see, what I've done so wrong, people watching, is I've always been indecisive, and yes, I've caused a lot of problems myself. As I said, at one point I was in a happy relationship and, you know, I was a womanizer. It's my own fault. I deserved it. But it still doesn't change how it affected me in the long run, losing that. It doesn't change the fact that there's been moments in my life that have been massively traumatizing to me, and let's remember that everybody's problems are relative to themselves. Just because something doesn't affect one person one way doesn't mean that it doesn't really harm another, you know, because we're all different. We all have stronger minds or weaker minds or bigger muscles or smaller muscles, or some of us are tall, some of us are short, you know, some of us are handsome, some of us are not. And what we really need to do here is talk about it, get engaged in conversation and get involved with each other. There are people out there that will never have been through this, they'll never understand what people like me and others are going through, and there will be some that have gone through it and their minds are weaker than ours and they've got it worse. And if it wasn't for this girl who's been talking to me, who's gone through something similar from Belgium, I probably wouldn't have thought of a way out. I mean, I've had a lot of support from my friends and my family, but, you know, sometimes people that are there aren't quite there because it's frustrating for them because they don't understand your problem. They don't understand how it's affecting you, or they've gone through something similar and they find it easy to deal with these things, and I don't. I've always been, I mean, I don't know the best way to explain it, but I've always been an overly emotional person. I've always hid it. I'm a great actor, you know, I can hide things like that. I can pretend to be someone I'm not. I can talk my way in and out of anything. Hence the silver tongue crap. But you know, I've kind of realised that that's not me. I mean, when the sertraline finally wore off and I didn't feel massively and heavily sedated, I finally realised that I didn't want to use prescription drugs to fix my issue. I didn't want to cry anymore. I did cry because I was a little bit overwhelmed. It was almost like a euphoric feeling, you know. Those are going back to the pharmacist because, I mean, let's be fair, they are fucking savage. They are fucking brutal medicine and they completely alter your state of mind. Other than insomnia, I felt like a zombie, an emotionless zombie, and when it wore off and I started to feel again, just an overwhelming burst of crying and some very sporadic dancing. I don't know why the fuck. I don't know why the fuck that won't be happening again, hence why it's sporadic. There's a lot of things in this world that I regret that were sometimes out of my power, and there are a lot of things that I wish could be done differently, but if you become stuck in that rut in your mind, you know, people abandon people and people hurt people. These are normal things in life, these are normal restrictions, these are normal constraints, these are normal things that people experience, and you know, some traumatize some more than others, and like I say, for me it's been tough. It's been a tough year, it's been a tough life from time to time, and you know, 80% of the time it is entirely my own fault. Even 20% of the time it's not entirely my own fault. But the way I deal with things has been and always will be my own fault. So, and that's the first thing you've got to realise on this little journey, that the way you respond, whether you know it or not, is entirely down to you. I mean, but I understand you can't control it. When I sit on the kitchen floor and cry, or if I sit on my couch in my living room and I have a fear of impending death and I'm shaking and I'm quivering and I'm scared, I know those behaviours manifesting into physical form by my mind, and it's hard to explain. I don't know if it's the euphoric feeling that I got from the sertraline running out of my system, or what. I don't know. I don't know if it's Clarice, or if it's my friends, or if it's my family, or if it's an amalgamation of everything. But just for a brief moment, I wanted to finish the book I started writing. I had a poem that I'd written about a month, maybe 2 months ago. For some the sun shines, for others it falls, but for me it never shines at all. I had that on a this beautiful little board I've got in my kitchen. It says, "Don't forget the little things." Bear with me, I'll show you that. Yeah. But now, instead, I have written something else. No spares, off the cuff, spur of the moment, like all these videos, like I am. I'm not a directional guy. I'm kind of always on and off the rails at times. It's just me, but I like writing, and I started writing a book and I never finished it. And I feel like I'm going to take my laptop when I go get my kids, and I'm going to write when I go to bed. I'm going to write, and I've restarted this channel to make it aware. I want you to see me vulnerable. I want you to see me now, unable to put a coherent fucking video and argument across for anything. I want you to see me fidgety and fluctuating in voice and ability to talk and ability to look at the camera and feel confident. I want you to see me as a vulnerable individual so that we can raise awareness that other people out there are vulnerable. And it doesn't matter how many people are around you, you're scared. You're scared you feel alone. That doesn't change. But anxiety, depression, PTSD, panic disorder, things like this, these are very serious chronic illnesses that have no straightforward cure. Stress can kill people. It's been known to kill people. Somebody that has been having a panic attack that has lasted the duration of possibly all day, like I get sometimes, the muscles are clenched and tight, and you physically can't do anything because they just want to fight, but they can't, and they want to run, but they can't run. You're constantly in a state of limbo. You don't know if you're coming or going, if you're here, you're there. If somebody's going to come through the door, do I lock my door at night in case something happens to me? And nobody can get in without breaking in. Do I see my children today? Do I not see my children today? Do I take 100 fucking ibuprofen tablets or a ton of paracetamol and some codeine and try and self-medicate? Or do I get into the habit of having ritualistic fucking things that kind of make me feel better, but then when somebody comes to the door and takes you out of that comfort zone you put yourself in, which is the only way you feel okay, and they're like, right, let's go do this, and you're afraid to go anywhere or do anything, but at the same time you need to do something. You don't go anywhere or do anything because you can't physically feel the ability to do it without somebody else. It's crazy. It comes over you. It's like a hot, warm flush. Some days you wake up and you're fine, and you walk into a shopping centre because you're like, right, I'm really going to get that video game. I really fucking want to smash in with my friends over the weekend. Or when you get a shower and you put on your best fucking dress or your best suit or whatever, and you're like, right, I'm going out. Me and the boys, we're going out tonight. We go out, we're going to get fucked up, we're going to have a good drink, we're going to chat to some birds, we're going to have a good laugh. It's going to be a great fucking Friday, Saturday. Maybe even Suicide Sunday as well in there at the end. But unfortunately, it doesn't always go that way. You just walk in and you have your first drink, or you go to your first shop, or you get in your car and you start driving, and you've got that inspirational music that you always used to play. The ones with the big heavy dance beats, the ones that are soft and touching and wordsmith, or the workmanship, is just exceptional. You just can relate to every word, things that take you back to a moment in your life. But instead, you can't listen to it because it hurts. It hurts your mind. And you find yourself listening to songs that make you cry. A favourite of mine when I'm struggling with an attack is Jeff Buckley, Hallelujah. I listen to that maybe 100 times a day. It's not even an exaggeration. I think I could count for 2 hours of my day as at least a minimum of listening to Jeff Buckley. So it's probably not that much, you know what I mean? I'm exaggerating a little, but I do at least listen to him about 20 times a day, that one song, because it calms me sometimes and other times it doesn't. But as I've just previously mentioned, I want the world to see me vulnerable. I want the world to see that people who you would consider happy and loud and outgoing too can be vulnerable. I want you to understand that everybody's facing a fight that you don't quite understand maybe, or because everything is relative, it isn't affecting you like that. There is a world outside everyone's window with people with a story and you know, we need to learn to be good to each other. We need to learn to care for one another. We need to, you know, I'm not saying you have to stop sleeping with your side chick or you have to stop texting that guy before you leave your husband. No, I'm not saying that you have to forgive everybody and go back to doing what the fuck you was doing before. No. What I'm saying is, we need to take care of each other's minds. I mean, we've all been guilty of berating people. We've all been guilty of the odd bit of bullying when we were younger. We've all been guilty of judgment of people that we shouldn't have at some point in our lives, especially when we're kids. I mean, what's the old expression? Kids are cruel. And, you know, maybe we really need to start changing those ways. You know, I used to talk about do-gooders. I mean, I'm not a far lefty by no means, you know, because they're more fascist than those on the far right. So I don't mean about changing your standpoint on political views or anything, or the way you see life as such. But maybe it would be a good idea to assimilate this notion into your mind that you've got to be good to people, because kindness breeds love and loyalty, and when people are good and kind to each other, they care. And, you know, there's this thing with capitalism that everyone moans about, but you can never remove from the human psyche that we always want more, or we always want. I mean, I'm not a very materialistic guy, you know, I have a TV that's like 4 years old, I have a car that cost me $1,000, you know, my table was 60 quid, but it's nice, you know, house is expensive, but I don't have a lot of money, but it's nice, you know, I have a lot more than a lot of other people, yet I've been struggling in a manner that you would think was not like other people at all, and it's only today that I've kind of seen this ray of sunlight, you know, what is it? I don't know. I just want you all to know that this channel is going in a massively different direction now. It is not going to be pointless, and as previously mentioned before, I don't care if you comment or like the video. This isn't about making money or trying to get noticed or anything like that, but the only thing that I want noticing from these videos is my vulnerability and the things I talk about and the poems that I will write for you and the words I will write for you and the book I will finish. You know, these things. I want to raise awareness for everybody and use me as a medium. I want everybody to see through me that there is a world outside there that you can feel safe and comfortable in again. There is a world outside that window that you're afraid of, that you can know that you're not alone. You know, I'm a very sympathetic guy. You know, I love to listen to people when they're struggling. I like to help. So if anybody is personally struggling or wants to go through this together with me, or if my videos are enough, you know, in the future hopefully they're enough as we get more in depth about the topic and the subjects surrounding it. And that, yes, I know I've made a few mistakes in my words, but that's because I'm nervous and I'm very anxious at the minute. I'm not quite as anxious as I was yesterday, but I just want you to know, people, that I'm here for you, and let's be here for everyone together. Please share this video for the sake of everybody else who, like me, feels vulnerable at the moment. This is Thomas Carlos Shaka. I am Shack Attack, and I am signing out.